giving, but one more thing I want to put up here. As you walk through the road of life, and you make your decisions every day, all of you are in a decision-making capacity. How simple it would be if you only had one decision to make. And it's true. There's only one decision that a person ever has to make. And the decision is, do you give or do you take? I'm talking about every time you have a transaction come up. Rich and I meet, we have a transaction to work out. As I work with him across the table and across the desk, I only have one decision to make. I mean, it may be a complicated deal, but I only have one decision to make. Am I going to give to this transaction, or am I going to take from it? See, that's the attitude that will put giving back into McGee's on a higher scale than ever, maybe. Is that every time you talk to a human being, whether it's a customer, somebody that works for you, or somebody that you're working for, or an equal peer, the only thing you've ever got to think about, truthfully, are you going to contribute something to what's happening? Or are you going to get all that you can out of it? See, giving is the way of love. If you're not scared of that word in business. Giving is the way of love. Taking, I'm going to show you how a taker thinks. The taker says, what's in it for me? Or a taker says, how much do I get? Or a taker says, does it hurt? Or how much does it cost? See, as I'm doing business with Rich, if I start thinking like the three-part mechanism, then I'll go into this mode. Wonder what I'm going to get out of this guy. Or wonder how much it's going to cost me. Or is it going to hurt? That's the way the three-part mechanism deals. But when we're fully alive, all of us, then I can begin to say, wow, here's an opportunity for me. Can I contribute something to this man? And if I do contribute something to them, where's he going to come the next time he wants to deal? To me. All I got to do is do this a few hundred times, and I got a few hundred people coming to me all the time. All the time. If I give something to everyone that comes. It isn't complicated. It's just that sometimes when we're uninspired and we're tired and we slip back into the old three-part way of doing business, and we forget about our spiritual dimension, that part of us that dreams, we miss the boat. And we slip right back down into where we came from. I grew up in the West Virginia hills, and when I teach, many times I speak well. But when I get excited, I find myself back in the hills using West Virginia slang and vernacular, and my accent comes back. You see, sometimes I get involved and I forget and I go back to where I came from. And that's what happens in an organization. Sometimes when you're really busy and you think you got more than you can do, you slip back into the taking mode, or you just want to get rid of the problem and you forget about giving. That's what pressure does to us. We forget. And then we go into survival and forget to be creative by giving. That's about it. I think that the seminar this week, expansion of our capacity as an individual and as a company, somewhere in there you will find the 2%. We are so close to perfect in this group. I mean, I know I've been with groups. There's no such thing as perfect people. There's some pretty down the scale places that I've been. So close. Maybe when you go out on the ropes that you will be willing to expand your integrity level by 2%. How would that be? When we talk about commitment, that you might find somewhere down in you another measure of commitment gift of life into whatever you do. Expansion. And you'll find that it won't cost you any more time. You'll probably save time.